Hey guys, Gwyned here. I am recording week 5 for the Hipsters of the Coast Standard Pauper event. Let's see, it looks like I've won the dice roll and I will play first. Take a look at my opener here. Yeah, this is a keep. This is fine. Alright, I have no idea what my opponent's playing. Obviously here going to lead with the Selesnya Guildgate and probably double Selesnya Guildgate and hope to drop the Centaur Healer on turn 3. So as I mentioned in my article last week, I am playing a Selesnya build now based on Joe Cool. It looks like I am playing against Orzhov, so the life gain here will really be a nice thing, help keep me in this game a little bit longer. Hopefully I will draw some good cards here. I'm going to need some removal. Alright, so I drew another Centaur Healer. That is very nice. We'll just drop another Selesnya Guildgate and pass the turn back, so I'll be able to have a turn 3 Centaur, probably a turn 4 Seraph. But I might play another Centaur, just depending on what he's got and what happens here. So he's got a Tithe Drinker. That's fine. Draw another land. So here we will, drop the Centaur. Nice blocker, and even if he's able to kill it, at least I got some good value out of it here. If he attacks, I guess it depends on what he does. Not likely to be able to extort here. I think if he attacks, well, let's see what he's going to do. Okay, so he's got a Syndicate Tides. That's fine. Means I don't have to worry about attacking in here. Oh, great, and I'm going to have a turn 5 a Sentinel Spider. That's great. So we're going to go ahead and swing in here with the Centaur, see what he wants to do. He's just going to take it. I'm fine with that. And we will play out the Seraph here. Apparently that last click didn't actually make white. Neither of them did. Let's try that again. White. White. Hey, there we go. All right. So now, if he has a 2-drop here, he could extort twice, which will definitely be good for him. But as long as I keep the Seraph alive, I won't have any trouble getting some life gain back. So he has a Screecher. That's fine. So he can double extort here. Oh, I'm sorry. He's only got an Evolving Wild, so he can only single extort, but that's fine. I'm happy to kill the Basilica Screecher. And since he's tapped out, obviously he probably won't attack here. If he does, I obviously will be happy to kill one of his guys, but I can't imagine that's what he'll do. Yeah, no. Alright. Oh, and I even drew a Celestial Flare. So, given that I'm probably going to have, I can drop the Sentinel Spider, I think I'm happy to go ahead and swing in with both here. See if I can get him to block and maybe kill one of his guys. Probably won't happen, but if it does, oh, that's great. Okay, so he's putting both on there. So I'll go ahead and get some value out of the Sentinel Flare. Doesn't matter which one I hit first. So we will play the Celestial Flare and get a nice 2-for-1 out of it. So I've dropped my opponent to 16 and I'm at 24 and just pass the turn back. Obviously it would have been nice if I had another plane so I could play this as well, but pretty happy getting 2 of his creatures off the board. It's very good for me. Midnight Recovery. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand, so he's going to get to return 2 of them with his Tithe Drinker. That's pretty good for him. Nice little trick. So he'll draw another one, and definitely means I'll need a block, plus he gets the lifelink off of that, so that's pretty good for him. But it also means he doesn't do anything this turn, and I will be able to kill something with Righteous Blow, which is also pretty good. So we'll swing in with both of these. And we will play another Centaur Healer here. Pass the turn back, dropping my opponent to 13. Nice thing is, even though he's got that nice trick, he doesn't really, his mana is, I think, going to keep him constrained enough that I should be able to do quite a bit of damage, so that's fine. So unless he's got a land here, even if he does, I'm not too worried. So yeah, he can't really do anything, so that's fine. Oh, and I got a travel preparations too. Okay, so let's go ahead and I think here I'm happy just to do it like that, leave the righteous blow up. I'm going to leave, I don't know, with the righteous blow, I think I'm happy just to swing in with everything here. He's almost, I mean, that's 12 damage. He's got to block. So he's just going to let that go. No need to righteous blow here if he's got a trick. Okay, so no trick. He drops to 6. I'm at 30. And if he decides to swing in, so he's got a tragic slip to kill that. I mean, yeah, that's fine. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. And now if he attacks with the Tithe Drinker, I'll be able to righteous blow it and be in pretty good shape. Different artwork on that. It's kind of cool. We'll go ahead and use our righteous blow on that. See if he's got a trick for it. No tricks. All right. Nice 2 for 1 there. Assume he's got a follow-up play here. Prophetic Prism, okay, that's fine. And probably nothing else. That is probably game, unless he, okay, so he has the Screecher in hand still, that's fine. So obviously here we'll just swing in with both. Drop him down to 4. If I draw some kind of pump, that would have been game, but since I didn't, we'll just drop him to 2. And then drop the Sentinel Spider. Alright, so looking in pretty good shape here. He's got a bunch of cards in hand, but he should be short enough in mana. He's got to get 3 guys out, so another Prophetic Prism isn't really going to matter, and that is game. Okay, on to sideboard here. So not a whole lot that goes on against that particular deck. Life gain is really nice. I think Celestial Flare has the potential to be pretty good, but so does this Righteous Blow. I think having a mix of them is fine. I don't know if I necessarily need more removal here. I mean, I think I'm more or less already in pretty good shape against this deck. Obviously, he does have the ability to remove some of my creatures, so the pump is not as good. Might take out one of the travel preparations and put in the second Celestial Flare just to give me a little more removal. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. He's not particularly fast, so I think I'm okay leaving the spiders in. He does have several, let's see, there's both the bat that I face, and then there's also there's another flyer that, but I don't think it's probably worth playing the One-Eyed Scarecrow. Well, they do block pretty well. If I see a lot of them next time, I might put that in. Cloud Shift is nice, but he's not super removal heavy. I only saw 1 actual removal, so I think I'm okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay just like this. A Beckon Apparition could be if I see a lot of Graveyard Recursion, but just the 1 card doesn't really concern me. Righteous Blow's good, Celestial Flare's good. Yeah, we're just going to run it just like this. Alright, so I'm assuming my opponent's going to choose to play first. This is a little borderline with the 2 Caravan Vigils. It's practically like having all lands, but I'm fine with it. It's a little risky, but we should be alright here. No, don't have quite as much life gain as I did last time, which is unfortunate. I'm pretty happy with the Loyal Cathar. So here we will lead with a Forest plus a Caravan Vigil, and we will draw another Plains here. So I'm fine with that, and the next turn we will drop the Elvish Visionary. Prism, that's fine. Of course I draw land. So here we'll get the Visionary out. And then looks like next turn probably play the Centaur. See what he plays. Looks like he's mana short here, although with that it doesn't really matter. Alright, so here, I guess I didn't think about the pacifisms aren't as good in this particular matchup simply because he still gets value out of the extort, but could still come in useful here. So I have a choice. I could do a Caravan Vigil plus a Loyal Cathar, but I think I'd rather bring in the Centaur Healer. So let's go ahead and do that. And then next turn I can play the Seraph. And the life gain against Orzhov is just really nice. Just plays a nice bit of protection because the extort mechanic can really drain you for quite a bit. Okay, so he's got Sign in Blood, drawing him 2 more cards, but also costing him 2 life. Of course, he'll gain 1 of those immediately back, I'm assuming. Yeah. But the good news is that probably means he doesn't have another card this turn. So I'm fine with that, dropping him to 18. And I assume no attacks here. Yeah, no attacks. Gonna play the Seraph, I think. So we'll just go ahead and swing in with both of these. Assuming no blocks. Yeah, no blocks. And we will play out the Seraph of Dawn. Pass the turn back. He now has 5 mana, so he's in pretty good shape. He's going to be able to get a lot of value out of extort. Does have a stab wound for the Seraph, which is unfortunate. But it basically keeps him from being able to attack too, so that's not the end of the world. Because if he attacks, I can pretty much just immediately block. Happy to get that back off the table. Got a Righteous Blow, which I think is pretty useful against that Tithe Drinker, so I will probably hold up the mana. I want him to attack with that. Well, let's see. If I play 2 creatures, he's not likely to attack anyway, and I think that's going to be better than just leaving the thing open. So yeah, definitely. So we'll play out both of these because he wouldn't have attacked. I don't think he would have attacked into either of those creatures anyway. Certainly doesn't want to trade that for the Elves Visionary, so I think that's fine. So he's got another Sign in Blood, plus he's extorting. I'm fine with that, dropping him to 12. And he's kind of got his back against the wall. He's got a lot of great creatures, but he's going to really have a hard time doing much here. Could play another 2-mana creature, but I don't even think the deck has very many good 2-mana creatures. So yeah, no attacks. Don't really need another land there. We'll go ahead and swing in with everything, though. Let's see what he wants to do here. So that's 3, 4, 5. He's got 7 damage here, so he could choose not to block. He's got some sort of trick. Okay, he's just got a Celestial Flare. That's fine. Obviously, just get rid of one of my Visionaries. See what he wants to do here. I'm perfectly happy to let him take one of his creatures off the board. I think I'm happy to make this trade too because I get a creature back, so that's fine. Then here, we'll go ahead and just cast the Caravan Vigil, plus I get to put it directly into play, which is kind of nice. Alright, and we will pass the turn. Leaving you with 3 creatures to his none, have a Righteous Blow plus a Pacifism here. So let's see what he's able to do. It's nice getting his creatures off the board. Nice little thing, turnabout for me. So he's got a Basilicus creature, that's fine. Nothing else? Okay. Don't really want to land, although the Haunted Fengraf is very good. We'll go ahead and get something back here. Probably the, okay, got the Visionary. Definitely not the card I wanted, but that's alright. I can still play the Visionary and leave up Righteous Blow. So if I had to draw land, Haunted Fengraf was definitely the land to draw here. What's he got? Oh, he's got a Devour Flesh. Alright. I think I'm happy just to sacrifice his Visionary. Another Devour Flesh. Alright, well. Again, sacrifice, and this time I'll sacrifice the unhallowed guy. Draw another pacifism. I don't really think I want to do the pacifism here. So we'll just swing in, drop him to 7, and pass the turn back. Obviously he'll probably attack with this, and then I can get it. Kingpin's pet. Okay, that's fine. So he's getting some nice value out of his extort creatures now. So I assume he's attacking here. Question is, do I save it for this? But I don't think I do. I think I'm happy just to go ahead and get rid of that. See what I draw here. Another land is really not what I want. I don't really have anything else I can do with these. Could pacify here, but I don't really think. I mean, it gets me 1 point of damage. Of course, that does make it a 2-turn clock. Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with that. I think I will go ahead and do that. It lets him extort, which he'll probably won't matter. As far as getting, because since he's at 8 life, he'll probably almost certainly go up to 9, but certainly still worth playing. And plus, it plays around Celestial Flare. You can't make me sacrifice the Centaur, so that was probably good either way. So he's got yet another, this is 3rd Devour Flesh. But certainly keeping my life total nice and high. So he draws into another land, which is pretty good. So he's only got 1 card in hand, and it doesn't do anything. Really don't want to land here. Okay, and that's pretty much going to seal the game then. I can't imagine him coming back now. So we'll swing in with the Centaur. Does he have the Celestial Flare? He does have the Celestial Flare. Alright, well. Not much I could do there. But we will play out the Sentinel Spider and pass the turn back. So let's see what he's got. A Prophetic Prism, that's fine. He's getting some nice value off of those extort creatures. I will give him that. So if he drew into a creature, oh, Stab Wound. Ugh. That's filthy. Alright, so I have a Celestial Flare, which doesn't really help me here. So let's see what I'm able to do here. I can see he won't be attacking with anything. Does he draw a creature? No. Okay. So I really need another creature here. Attendant Knight is great. We'll go ahead and hit for 2 here, dropping him to 4. Play out the Attendant Knight. And if I want to, I can even Celestial Flare my own guy, but I don't really see any reason to do that. So let's see what he's got here. He's got a Stab Wound for that. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Bringing him up to 5. Okay. Elvish Visionary is very nice. And I think Common Bond will probably do it. We'll Common Bond these guys up. And unless he's got a removal spell, that is good game. All right. Well, finally managed to get my first win in this event. Hope you enjoyed watching. And yeah, I will see you next time. In closing, let me remind you, you can keep up with all my writings and articles by following me on Twitter at the username gwyned42. That's GWYNED and the number 42. I also regularly publish articles over at puremtgo.com. Search for me by the username gwyned on that site, or find the link in the description of this video. I also maintain a blog now at writeradept.blogspot.com, and you can also find that in the description. Finally, if you enjoyed these videos, please remember to subscribe to my channel and post any feedback or comments. Thanks for watching.